You alright back there, buddy?
Oh my god. Oh! Tell you what, Kron. Fantabulous idea. Whew. Yeah.
You like that?
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Put your face down.
You got any Tums?
No, I don't have any Tums.
What, you got Rolaids? You got?
I have Rolos.
I don't need that, dude. I need something to calm this sketty down in here, baby. This lasagna, you know what I mean?
Just hang your ass out of the window.
No, Bones said we're not stopping for another 300 miles. I'm not.
Yeah,
I
that's
can't
why
do
you.
that to
That's
you
why you
guys.
hang your ass out of the window and.
No, last time I had to clean it all up because it got all over the side, and we decided to steal a white fucking big rig for some reason. Yeah, no.
You know how long it takes to power wash a fucking big rig, dude?
You know how long it takes to
It's
power
not a
wash a big
standard
rig and
car
fill it up?
wash. It's not a standard car wash. I got to go to a semi-truck car wash.
It's like $36 for
I
a
get
car
carpe
wash.
diem from, like, my wrist gets all hurt from trying to spray that thing off. It gets fucking exhausting.
Dan is right though. You should have stolen a shit brown truck.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. The truck that we stole from a guy who tried to bone us in a hotel room turned out to be white. Sorry.
We could paint it.
The guy or the truck?
Yeah, we're not broaching the paint conversation. Kron, nice try.
Yeah. Yeah.
You just
Addict.
You just drive it into Los City Santos Customs and
That's
it's
a video
super quick.
game.
It's
Yeah.
quick as hell.
Living a
dude.
video game again.
They
can't just-
repair it. They make it nice.
Cool.
Video game world Kron over here.
Kron, isn't that that sign for that college, Bucktooth? Is that where Tina went?
Oh, BTU.
Yeah, dude.
What's it matter to you, dude?
We know. Don't act like you don't know.
Yeah.
I don't
You
want to
know
go there
that
now,
you
dude.
know.
I feel bloated. I can't go there right now.
Dude, that's the best, release, though.
I got old spaghetti in the system.
Yeah, you'll get it in the front and the back.
You release it, and then you release it, if you know what I mean.
Do you guys think Tina is like a old student? Because
We didn't say her name.
it's weird otherwise if she's just now in college.
Well, how old are you? I know how Dan says he is.
Oh yeah, I'm 21 like Dan. So it's not weird.
This is
20,
really
yeah, I
weird.
don't know what
A
you're
40-year-old guy driving around with two 20-year-olds. This explains a lot about the dynamic.
Thank you for calling me 20. Dude, we know that she's an old college student. She failed out of cosmetology school, and now she's doing, I don't know, what is she doing? You tell me.
Dental.
Poor Frenchie.
I figured it would be rehab assistant.
She cares a lot about teeth. She cares a lot about teeth.
Obviously not.
Why?
Not her own.
Dude, if you got 3 inches of teeth, you give a shit about it.
Let me tell you something. When you marry her, you better get that high option, okay? That's all I gotta say. High option.
Of what?
Just, you'll figure it out. High option. Both of you.
Like
Bones-
hitting the nitrous or some shit?
Bones, what the
No.
fuck is he talking
The
about?
no
high
fucking
option
idea.
dental plan whenever you guys get married.
Well, if she's a dentist, just do it at the house.
This motherfucker talking. This guy's had dental insurance before? Fucking roosters.
God damn, dude.
I'm still on my parents. I'm
had to-
only 20.
I had to go affliction and pull my teeth out.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no place taking a goddamn Jerry token.
If you got a pair of pliers, you're a dentist, okay?
Yeah.
You can take care of it.
Don't think that's how
You
that
got a
works.
jar of leeches?
Mm-hmm.
Some bitch, dude.
Shit, quit trying to change the fucking subject. Are you
Practice
gonna stop?
medieval medicine. Why not?
You gonna stop and bang this chick or what, dude?
I don't know.
I
Stomach hurts.
I'd love for this dude to get out of the truck and quit farting for a while, but there ain't no way.
Not gonna happen, dude.
Why don't you guys keep drinking your beers? There's no way that I could drive this truck through a fucking campus.
We
right?
have 20 tons of shoes to deliver anyway.
Okay, so you don't want to go get banged?
Okay, I'll.
No,
I'll
it's
text
okay.
her.
If you're,
I'll text
just
her.
say it. I was trying to give you an excuse, but now you're
Maybe.
agreeing with me. It sounds like.
What if
like
you slow
you're not
down?
the Machiavelli that you. I was.
What if you slow down? I jump out of the truck.
And then I speed back up and leave you here.
Yeah, let's do that.
No, I think I could get back before you're too far down the road.
You think you can Axel Foley on the back of this bad boy?
Mhm.
You finished my lasagna. I had spaghetti and then lasagna. You finished my lasagna.
Yeah, and I'm about to finish in Tina.
Oh, all right, like a style, dude. You gonna go in there and it's gonna be a old spaghetti factory menu, huh?
Bone, slow down to 30.
You know it'll jump. You gotta jump.
I'm gonna jump.
Yeah, this is 30.
I'm gonna push him.
There's a 0 in it.
Ooh, that's a 50. That's a 5, baby.
Oh, shit on the way out.
Oh, shit and roll, baby.
Speaking of shit on the way out, this week on 5 Day Rentals, Poison Ivy, The Secret Society. Well, hello and welcome to 5 Day Rentals. The box set continues, nay, concludes with Poison Ivy 4. Scratch that. It's not Poison Ivy 4. Watch your fucking mouth. This is Poison Ivy, The Secret Society. Bones here. As always, Cron Howard, Laundry Dan are with me. Dudes, how was it going back to school? The two guys on this show that graduated college. The
If I
white
looked
collar,
like any
the
of
white
those
collar
people.
duo.
If I wore any of this shit, I'd shoot myself.
This was.
You say that to Kron's face while he's got his magenta wig on? Brutal.
Yeah.
This was scarily similar to a IRL experience I had in college.
Mm-hmm. Were you ever successful getting a bag over a woman's head? Did they always get away?
They always got away, dude.
Yeah. You got to choose your angles.
Oh, fight or flight kicks in for these broads, dude.
Yeah.
That was the only thing this sorority, not a sorority, was good at.
Putting bags on people?
Like kidnapping chicks.
Mm-hmm.
I think they were.
You tell them to come to a basement.
It's automatically.
You know what I mean? Like, you know where they're going to be. What were you going to say, Cron?
I think they were pretty good at wearing like lingerie under a trench coat.
Mm-hmm.
There's at least a couple of. No, there's two of them.
Yeah. Icebox and Daisy.
Mm-hmm. Because they send Daisy first, and then the other broad goes in to clean up Daisy's mess.
I watched this again today. God damn it.
I watched this again last night, and within 5 minutes, I was like, I should play Balatro again.
Now, listener, I'm doing notes on this. I did have to watch this again yesterday to do plot notes, and these guys saying again in their rewatches, we did squeeze this in on our Buds trip.
Mm-hmm.
The morale was low. And I got to tell you, doing my notes, What's so bad?
Morale was low, but Dan pepped it up with a Taco Bell order that made me feel a lot better.
Yeah. We did this and then Loaded Weapon, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And that's the preferred order.
A Crunchwrap Supreme took my attention off of the maybe the last maybe the drowning scene. I don't know. I think spoiler alerts. She drowned. I don't know.
Nobody drowns.
What the fuck are you talking about, dude?
That was about the time we ate Taco Bell. Was whenever the conclusion of this happened.
When you mean we got a fucking sword fight in a Poison Ivy movie? Hell yeah.
Did we?
Yeah, man.
Who drowns in this movie, Dan?
Nobody.
Nobody
He's talking
drowns.
about the tackle in the pool, Daisy
Oh.
fakes being drowned,
That's what we're... Okay.
Azalea looks for the tape recorder.
He's
and then
freaking
Daisy.
out because he's like, "Did I fucking miss something?" Because I
Yeah,
only
dude, I
watched
told
30
you-
minutes of it.
Told you I was playing Blatro for most of this movie. I
Damn.
checked in. I glanced.
I felt a little bad. I was like, the word on the street was that PI3 pretty popular. A lot of fun with that one. We watched as a group. Dan, I think I get the consensus. Maybe 3 is your favorite. You fall in that camp. Kron, you and I were still like, no, this doesn't touch 2. It's fun, but it's too much of a bottle episode. It's too repetitive. Blah blah blah. This one,
You understand why it killed the franchise.
yeah, but at least in in terms of a structure and a format, like it's trying to expand.
I'll say that there's a good idea in here. I think.
Yeah.
I would agree.
Did you guys ever see like the skulls?
That's what. Yes.
That's probably what 2001, 2000. Maybe that's earlier than that.
Yeah, my crush Joshua Jackson.
Aren't there like 3 of those?
Yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm. I don't think he's in the other ones, is he?
But why do I feel like there was another sort of high school or college sort of cult teen thing around that same time?
Urban legends, dude.
What's the cult in there?
What do you mean? In Poison Ivy?
No, in Urban Legends.
Oh, I don't know.
Urban Legends is just like, oh, I ate Pop Rocks and soda, and now I'm going to explode.
They're kind of like the same type of college.
There's a dog in the microwave.
Dude, you hear about what the kids are doing right now? They're doing Pop Rocks, and then they drink soda on the way into the old spaghetti factory, and then they try to see if they can keep the spaghetti down. But you have to do it in the car. You have to get the trolley car.
Well, that's why we didn't do it. They got one look at us, and they said, not trolley car material.
I'm sorry.
I don't even think we had to make a reservation.
I think it
'cause
was-
we were early, and they were like, "Come on in."
Yeah, but you saw that family of 15 in front of us. I got a little nervous.
It's a classy place.
Yeah,
dude.
man. I wanted to be prepared.
I still don't understand how you came to the conclusion of
How does his fucking
how did
brain
that came
work?
up.
Who? That's why he's so lovable, right?
Night 1, we were looking for a place to eat, and I did restaurants nearby. An old spaghetti factory came up. Couldn't get it out of my head. What's the old spaghetti like down there is what I was thinking.
Well, what's your review?
10 out of 10. Had a blast with my boys.
We were there for what, 25 minutes maybe?
It was pretty short.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the volume that comes through there, you gotta flip those tables over, dude.
All right. I believe at the end or during the middle, maybe even the beginning. I don't know. The Poison Ivy 3 episode flew by. I hope it wasn't a disservice to the movie or to the listener. Dan, I think you asked us for a ranking inside of that. Does this pierce and land in the middle anywhere, or is this just rock bottom?
Are we not going to give our order at the end of this?
Well, you made us. I'm just trying to get your
that's
vibe
true.
because you made us do it a little early. I wasn't going to ask Kron. I was going to ask you because.
Yeah, this is dead last.
Okay.
Yeah, this is like in another league. Like the other three were at least pro level. This is like the minors. Like we've gone down a whole rung.
Yeah.
Maybe just, I don't know. Maybe the year that it came out.
It feels more like 2002 than it does 2008.
Yeah, I can see
The
that.
fashion and shit seem
Yeah.
off.
Well, it just looks like shit too. It's like, I guess they were shooting on digital, right? At this
Yeah.
point, but it's 2008 digital. Like it looks like a porno. I mean,
It does.
that's what it looks like.
It does. But I have a tough time knocking that because at least it's coherent, like it's at least framed well and you kind of know the geography of everything. Like I don't look at 2 and 3 don't exist in my mind as looking good. The first one I think just gets like 90s pass, early 90s, like, actual film, actual lighting and shit. But let's not delay. Let's get into this bad boy. Anything else up front you guys want to discuss? Plant some seeds.
It's the main bad lady is from, what was it? Little Giants or something?
Little Giants. Yeah, about 10 minutes into the movie, it was driving me crazy. I had to look this up. Sure enough, she is Icebox from Little Giants. So, sadly, I'm quitting the show after the next category. So
Why?
we won't get to it. What?
Why?
All right. Dan, anything else?
No, I think Icebox is, she's grown up.
She is. We open with a bang. This lady running for her life. Real typical B-movie sets. God knows.
Well, it's just a basement
Yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah, but God knows what like a sci-fi or action shooter has taken place down here.
Do you think that was a set, or was that just like a basement they found somewhere?
That felt like a set. The admin building feels like a set.
Like if we turned on the Sci-Fi Channel at the time this movie came out, would we see that in 4 other movies, that hallway?
No doubt. No doubt that the Sliders shot there multiple times. Or
What was the movie we covered on Weekly Podcast Massacre?
Dart? No.
Fuck.
the Bruno ripoff.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Kind of like that.
It wasn't Robot Wars. That was the other one.
Dark Shadows. Something Shadows. Dark? It was something dark.
Kron will look it up. But yeah, it kind of looks.
Go listen to that episode on Weekly Podcast Massacre.
Yeah. It's like you take away the pipes of that set, and that's where she's running around. All right. She gets caught. Bag over her head. We cut. 6 months later, we got this couple fooling around in the bed of this truck.
Shocking dark.
Shocking dark. You got dark at least. Dan.
Mm-hmm.
Bed of this truck out in this open field. Lady stops the intercourse, though. Says, I can't. I'm leaving tomorrow. This is Will and Daisy. He starts complaining like, what the hell? I bought all this for us. I bought this for you. And now you got to leave. She mentions that it's been a year since her parents died. She has to go. There's too many bad memories here.
This guy's like a super cuck, right? Like this guy.
This is just a good dude, man.
Yeah, but she breaks this off and she's like, I don't want to do this. And then as soon as she gets to college, she's like, I'm fucking.
Yeah, this guy's driving up in a fucking 82, like, single bed fucking Chevy. The other guy's fucking driving a Porsche, dude. Come on, what are you talking about?
I'd take the old truck over the fucking Porsche any day, dude. Listen, Daisy hasn't lived the years I've lived.
I'm not going to sit here and make generalizations about women. I've never done that on this show. But there is something about the idea of women going, I'm going to a different school, a different place. I don't want to be held down by this. I agree with you, Kron. If she was better, she would have said, you need to let me go, right? Like, if you want to stay here, this is for you.
Yeah.
It is a little cuckish, but this guy, I think, is just a dreamer, and he's a good dude. And unfortunately, I think the word cuck has been thrown around too much by these honest guys that are just sitting around waiting to be stepdads because they know these girls is going to fuck up. Right?
She'll be back.
Yeah.
This guy is not a dreamer, dude. This is a guy with a truck and a field of dirt.
He has a field of overgrown Kentucky bluegrass.
What is he doing out
He
there?
has a vision for Daisy's ranch.
When she leaves, and spoiler
He's still
for
walking around.
well, spoiler for the end of this. When she comes back at the end, there is no change to the property.
He put up a sign.
He's kept it a field of grass. What is he doing with the land?
What?
His inspiration left, dude.
He's got a. It's not ready to harvest and bale, dude.
It's grass. It's nothing.
You can hay that, dude.
There's no crop growing.
Why cut it? Let it hay, like Dan said.
All right, fine.
Maybe he's gonna get some goats out there.
Well, it looks like he's mowed it in the meantime. It's not like fucking shoulder high.
Well, he can't stop her. He grabs his T-shirt and he just walks into the field.
I need a fucking hamburger tonight.
The field of short grass.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, he built it. She'll come. But she didn't. Neither did he.
No way she came with Blake.
You don't think Blake is making these chicks cream, dude?
Blake's out for himself, dude.
Yeah.
Ain't no way Blake give a shit about the big O. He's getting that little one. He's getting out of there. Cut to, I don't know, Chicago, Los Angeles,
respect, that's
Vancouver.
That's the way I play the game.
This is Canada.
Yeah. I think the shots that we see are Vancouver.
Yeah, probably.
It's Berkshire College. Daisy arrives via taxi. We got these sorority-looking girls up on this balcony. But, spoiler, there are no sororities in Berkshire. Not allowed. So, but I'm just trying to paint the visual photo of what, the photo in your mind of what you would imagine at first. Like, oh, these are just sorority girls. And these girls are up on the balcony and they're judging all these chicks that are coming in, all these newcomers. They got a binder full of women. What the hell?
Some fucking Mark Zuckerberg's over here.
These deplorables. All right. Turns out they're looking for potential recruits for something. They've got detailed facts.
I mean,
Yeah, they do.
binders are out, cards are in.
Cards are in.
Yeah.
We're only
They need
25 minutes in, Cron. What are you doing?
Berkshire Hustler cards.
Yeah. That's right.
Well, this Daisy, she's a real klutz. She drops all her luggage. Luckily, some cool dude in multiple shirts. You just parked.
Oh my God, dude. A collared shirt under a t-shirt. Just fucking give up already.
I don't think I've ever seen anybody wear any of this shit in here.
I've seen, when we were in high school, I saw people in your grade with 2 collared shirts.
Yeah.
With one, they were both popped up.
I was probably suspended from punching them.
I saw that. I witnessed that with my own eyes. And I thought, what have we become as a society?
Ugh. It's like a Rue 21 went out of business and they just had just a fucking stock. And she's like, this is what we're wearing for this movie, y'all.
What's a Rue 21?
A Rue 21 was like it's like a trendy, like cheaper store. Like your Abercrombies and shit like that.
Okay.
What was like the other one?
It's like American Eagle.
Kind of like that. What was the other one that was like even cheaper than Like it was cheaper than American Eagle. I can't remember.
Fuck, I don't know.
A lot of maroons in there. Like,
Who gives a shit? All right.
or
This guy's named Blake. He gives her a hand and starts hitting on her ASAP, offers to carry her vintage suitcases up to her room for her. On the way up to the room, there's this little vigil for an Alexis Baldwin. She's a former student that fell to her death.
From the basement. You know how that works.
Wait a minute. That's the chick from the beginning?
That's right.
Whoa. Kron, you must have watched at least this far before Balatro came out.
I saw this movie twice.
Daisy's new roommate, she's
When I started it today, I was like, did we come to a conclusion for this chick? And I was like, oh yeah, that's right.
Daisy's new roommate, she's not like rice cracker dancer rude, but she's not exactly polite at first. Daisy grabs her camera and she's like, hey, farm girl, blah, blah, blah. This is a camera. Take this shit seriously. Daisy pulls this little spider prank on her. Earns her damn respect. Chick's named Magenta. Daisy's getting ready for class. She's brushing her teeth. She looks outside, realizes that Blake boy left her some new luggage.
Where
First
did you
day
get that?
Rue 21.
Yeah, I guess he popped down to the mall and
I can't believe you guys don't know what a Rue 21 is.
I'm sure I've seen it, but it just
when was the last time
information left me.
you bought luggage?
Before I went to Germany, I bought a
That's fair.
Carry-on.
International trip.
yeah.
I bought one duffel bag when I moved out here, and I've used it ever since.
Yeah.
That's it. If I went international, I had one carry-on. If I can't fit my clothes in that bag, they ain't fucking coming.
I just love a backpack so much. Like I have my basic day-to-day backpack that if I'm just going overnight, I just throw stuff in there. And then I have one that'll expand a little bit more, but will stay within like carry-on size. But for Europe, I was like, I'm genuinely going to need a little bit more. And I wanted something a little bit more robust. So, but I don't know if I've ever had never had a set.
No.
You know,
that's
like,
insane.
yeah. That used to be a very big deal. Like, we're buying new luggage. We're paying $8,000 for a big matching set, you know? Fucking McAllister family What was
but
that?
they're
fucking
loaded,
budget?
dude.
God damn. All
What's
right.
that house got? What's their house got? 20 bedrooms in it?
And that fucking bedwetter has to sleep in a bed with somebody?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking lame. He
Who's
can't
that
sleep
on
with
the
his
couch?
parents? Yeah. Dude's
Pepsi
got,
drinking motherfucker.
dude's got an Oscar now.
Does he?
Well, Kieran got one, right?
Yeah. Or was that Rory?
No, it's Kieran, I think.
Okay.
Kieran's the little shit kid in it, right? That's like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
He's the pisser.
yeah.
For a movie that isn't even that good.
I mean, it's pretty, throw that on Christmas. It's fun.
I think Dan's
No.
talking about
I'm talking about a real,
real
pain.
pain.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant Home Alone.
Magenta and Daisy, they arrive. They're best friends now, right? That's just how roommates work in college. They arrive to class. They notice that the
she's
professor.
like a gothy, like colored hair and fishnets. And
she
shit.
does it for her, Dan.
Yeah,
She dresses,
I know.
and
I'm just
this
saying.
is for her, not for anybody else.
I
yeah.
think I like her style more than any of the other females. Or
100%, dude.
this.
100%.
We're all in agreement on that.
All right.
They notice that Professor Blake, Professor Graves is pretty cute. But in comes Blake. He starts flirting some more. Professor Graves, he starts class. He starts talking about this big intern program in D.C. It's 8 weeks. It's a big fucking deal. All these poli-sci kids, they're fucking excited about it. Now, Professor Graves, he calls Blake Mr. Graves. What the fuck? Now, while all this is going on, those uptight rich bitches, there's like a handful of them. They're in the back of the class. They're watching and judging. At the end of class, Professor welcomes Daisy. And then he just basically warns her, like, stay away from my fucking son. Like, in a polite way. Like, it's not that I don't like you. He's basically saying, my son's going to fucking fuck you and leave you.
He's a piece of shit.
Yeah, you seem like a good chick. Stay away from him.
Mm-hmm.
Daisy's got to go to her job.
Obviously, you got to be rich to go here, right?
Yeah.
It seems like that's what they're trying to imply, that all these are like, upper crust kids.
Why do they give a shit about an internship in Washington?
Because that's connections, Dan.
Yeah,
That's
man.
wheeling and dealing.
If my parents were rich, I would have never did anything, dude. Like,
No,
sorry.
That's
I
like,
wouldn't have done shit, bro.
that's an internship for not a real job. Like it's like a.
Well, Cron, are you saying politicians aren't really real?
I guess if I got down to it, I think they should all be shot in the fucking skull, Dan.
We got a Luigi.
Well,
over
we got like 3 stages of rich kids, right? There's the lazy. I never really had to work for anything in my life, so I have no impulse to continue, right? Partier, drug user, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Wait to just sort of live off the trust. Then you've got the people that rebel hardcore and want to go to Europe and be artists, right? Or
Yeah,
they
but
want to
they're-
be a singer.
They're also still living off their trust fund.
Oh, they all are. I'm just saying, like, in terms of like motivation or like drive for what their future is. Your Taylor Swifts, right? Your fucking Great Gatsby-esque people that fucking just go live in Europe and fuck off for a few years and like write a novel and maybe it does well. And then you've just got the ones that just have the drive of like, I want the power.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's now ingrained in me that I have to maintain my wealth, and the wealth isn't what matters. It's the fucking power. And that's what I feel like these people are, like these rich people fighting for this internship are like, I want to be a fucking senator someday. And this is the way to start. Yeah. So
Yeah,
Daisy,
she would have sucked Clinton so fast, Icebox.
So like many colleges, we have to
hey.
milk these students for labor.
Daniel brought up an interesting point.
Hot
Bill,
young
how
interns.
many interns? How many interns, Bill?
How many when?
Just when, whenever.
Total body count?
Just give me a number.
You couldn't comprehend it.
I want to know a solid number.
Think of a number in your head and add 3 zeros to it.
100.
Add 3 zeros.
1,000.
Add 3 zeros.
All right. No, there's no way, Bill. Come on.
You don't know what I get up to.
We know more than we ever wanted to, quite honestly. What would you have stuck in her icebox?
Oh. More than a cigar.
Did you used to like hang outside of Route 21s?
I was more the American Eagle kind of.
Patriotic.
I like them a little cleaner.
Blonde.
Blonde. Plump.
Which one would have the models walk around shirtless?
That's Abercrombie.
Okay.
I stayed away from there. The lights were too low to see who you were really getting involved in.
Something
dark.
happened one night.
It's dark in there.
I agree. And they pumped the cologne like through that air system.
Yeah, I got a man a couple times at the Abercrombie.
Great jeans.
It didn't make a difference to me in the moment, but I would have preferred a woman.
Well, I
Is
mean,
it like
depending on what side you start with, that cigar might actually end up going inside. So I could see.
Yeah, and they taste bad after the man.
Yeah.
They stink.
So you would smoke them afterwards?
Yeah,
Really?
get a little juice on them, fire them up. Remember the dirty stuff you did?
It's a cycle, huh?
I can't get out of it. I'm still doing it.
Did you ever do Hillary's?
Oh, God, no.
What do you...
You must be out of your mind.
Well,
What do
you'd
you
use
think that
Hillary
cigar
to
would
cut the
smell
tip
like?
off, right?
Use Hillary to watch the door.
I think you've admitted a lot tonight, Bill.
Well, I had a beer before the record started.
Just one?
Yeah.
Wow. What would you say if you were like 5 deep?
Oh, God. We'd all be naked.
Who shot Kennedy?
Oh, do you have any of that info?
Yeah, I know who did it.
Who?
I can't say.
Damn it.
Well, go drink a few more beers and maybe come back.
All right, I'll check back in with you.
Give us an exclusive.
Hey, I love you. You keep doing what you're doing.
All right. Yep, you could have done
Say
more.
Say it back.
Nah,
I love you, Bill.
Say it, Bones.
nah.
Say it, Bones.
I'm not gonna.
Fuck you, dude. Bye.
See ya.
Dude, he's a president.
I don't
Bones.
give
You
a
can't
shit.
be-
Fuck
can't
that.
be doing
Bones,
that.
dude.
Fuck that.
Come on.
He was on our side, you know.
Not far enough.
Balance the budget, dude.
Not far enough as far as I'm concerned.
That's why you're not winning, dude. That attitude right there.
Rather die on my feet. Live on my knees and a fucking cigar in my ass.
All right.
All right. Daisy shows up for her first day of work. what an absolute bummer that we have to milk students for labor on college campuses, while they're expected to learn. I understand the element that maybe this is part of the learning, but it being attached to some sort of scholarship seems a little fucked up.
She's learning more there than in those classrooms.
Fair. Turns out she's working for the mom from Seventh Heaven.
Seventh Heaven.
And also from a movie with a little guy. I don't know if anybody knows what I'm talking about. Anyway, she's got a photo.
Bad little guy?
Yeah, is he bad, dude?
He's pretty
Two
bad.
Ds?
Yeah, 2Ds.
Whoa.
All right.
I need to check that one out.
When was Seventh Heaven? Because if it wasn't around this time, this chick, she looks exactly the same.
Yeah.
She still does, dude.
It's because she smoked pot that one time.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was the daughter.
No, on Seventh Heaven, there's like a fun meme clip that pops up all the time.
Yeah, I think the daughter
She
smoked.
smoked?
She admits.
She tells her husband, like, I smoked pot. And it cuts to his face, and he's like,
He hits her?
No.
off screen.
Let's not
Off
talk
screen.
about him. All right, we noticed that Seventh Heaven mom, she's got a photo of Blake on her desk. What the fuck? She's
Maybe.
dean of admissions or something?
All the ladies love Blake.
Oh,
dude.
yeah. She's got her eyes on him.
He's got that sweet car.
We see, speaking of Blake, he arrives at his house, hops on the couch, starts watching some TV, and Azalea, this is Icebox, the head of those sorority type ladies, she comes in, starts seducing him. Turns out she's got a bunch of C's and D's. I don't know, maybe B's. She's not going to get that internship. She says it's supposed to go, traditionally goes to the head of the Ivies, but she needs Blake, being the son of two powerful campus heads, to help her out. We got our bone time finally. Blake does give up a name that has been an intern possibility. He says Daisy. She gets all pissed. He's like, bummer for you. That's one that you don't own. She says, no way. But before she leaves, they make another deal. She basically just needs a password so she can get into the grade system and manipulate her grades. And the deal she makes for this is, I'll bring a friend. So a threesome for a password. We get secret society time, the Ivies, gold robes.
I just want to say he picks the wrong third, right?
You think this is the kid from Masterminds and now he's in college?
No. He wouldn't be going to this school.
You're right, Kron. Yes.
He's watching Scream 2.
Yeah, because he got through the game to hack it and
Yeah.
download it
Yeah.
illegally.
Well, no, he beat Scream 2, the video game, and then at this point in time, he's just by happenstance watching Scream 2. A whole separate thing from what happens in that movie.
Bones, are we getting these movies mixed up?
It's time to nominate some new blood here at the Ivy Council. Leah Azalea. She adds Daisy Brooks to the list. Murmur, murmur, murmur. Everybody's confused. In the morning, Daisy notices a box on her nightstand. She assumes it's from Blake. She opens it up. It's a fucking cell phone. But it's got an Ivy sticker on the back. Magenta warns her.
Is that what that was?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a little...
That was just like cigarette smoke.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
What are you watching this on?
DVD.
32-inch tube TV?
Mm-hmm. Brought that bad boy down to 140p. Dan's watching it on the phone from the movie.
Magenta's like, looks like you're being tapped by the Ivies, secret society. If they want you, there's a good reason for it. This text comes in. Enjoy, Daisy. Another text comes in a little bit later that says, meet me by the fountain. It's Icebox. She starts connecting to Daisy. She says, I lost my mother at 8. My dad's basically been on a business trip since I was like 10. I know how it feels.
Did he just abandon the family? Like, he just left, right?
It's trauma and shit, Doesn't know how to handle it. Just throw money at your daughter. Move on.
Yeah.
I guess neighbor check on her.
Yeah.
Is she living like the kid from Bad Santa? Is that kind of the situation?
Yeah.
All right.
But with no grandma offering to make sandwiches.
Mm-hmm.
So zero warmth.
That's sad.
That's worse.
Starts
my grandma
mentioning that
make sandwiches.
The Ivies could be the family that you miss. She also plays the money card. She's like, listen, you'll graduate from here, probably with honors, but you're going to be broke, and you're never going to be in a place where you could take a risk. And tells her, you know what? Think about it. We're at the Graves household. Blake is only in one shirt for this scene.
Well, he's at home. It's casual wear.
Mm-hmm. The mom comes in. She's kind of excited. She says that Alexis's death has finally been ruled an accident. This university, this institution can move on from this. She's kind of taking relief from it, but the dad and Blake, they kind of laugh it off. What the hell? Mom asks if he's staying for dinner, but Blake says, no, I got a date with Daisy.
Why is he so mean to his parents?
They suck. And he has a Korn album in his car.
I don't know what music they're listening to, but it's terrible. But he's just really mean to him, and they're just kind of like, seem like just normal parents.
Well, I mean, they probably raised him like shit. I mean, that's the reap what you sow, huh?
They can make him like a gym teacher or something.
Yeah. All right. On the date, Blake plays his cards just right. What do you know? They fucking get it on. He got what he wanted. He slips out in the night, but not before noticing that Daisy's got a cell phone with the Ivy brand on it. What the hell? The mom's up, drinking a whole pitcher of orange juice. She's awake when Blake comes in, like, so you were out all night? And he was like, yeah. And she brings up Daisy, and he's like, yeah, she's been tapped by the Ivies and by me.
Let's get my dick sucked, Mom.
Mom tells him that he needs to back off of her then. Daisy wakes up and panics. She calls Blake, but he doesn't answer. And then he just continues to blow her off for the next few days. Mm-hmm. Daisy gets told that her payments are defaulting. She's going to have to fix this, or she's going to have to get booted and then reapply for next semester. It's going to be a whole pain in the ass. She calls Blake. Again, he ignores her, but this time she sees him fucking ignore the call and then hop in his sweet Porsche with another chick. She's in tears. She goes back to her room. Magenta tries to console her as much as she can because Daisy's sad about Blake, but also sad about the scholarship thing. Magenta's like, it'll be fine. You want to go out with me? She's like, no. Soon after that, she gets a text that says, come to basement now.
Yeah, what basement? What a...
Well, we know they're not at the Alamo. I'm guessing just the basement of this one dorm that they were allowed to shoot in.
Yeah, I guess just search the campus basements for until you get to the right one.
Don't ever do this. Don't ever go.
I mean,
Well,
she's
I mean,
emotionally compromised right now and financially.
But don't go because there are 80 basements to fucking search there. Send a follow-up text.
Which one?
Yeah.
Building number.
Yeah. Well, she goes to the basement anyway. Lucky for us, it's the right one.
Mm-hmm.
She gets grabbed.
There's a deleted scene where she searches 5 empty basements.
Another 30 minutes.
Game of Pleasure style, like you can watch that 1 hour of uninterrupted footage of her going basement to basement. All right, she gets grabbed. She wakes up, bag off her head. She's in the middle of a goddamn Ivy initiation. Icebox is leading the whole thing. Daisy, she accepts the great honor. Initiation for this is basically reading a pledge, getting high, getting a tramp stamp. In the morning, while rushing to class, Daisy sees a letter informing her that her loan problems are no more.
This is what we should have done on our fucking meetup. Should have gotten high as hell, gotten tramp stamp tats.
I'm okay. I would have got high.
Next time.
Actually, that's not true. I had so much fucking editing and work to do, so I wouldn't be stressed. All right. At class, Magenta is checking.
You could have at least gotten the tramp stamp.
Yeah.
Okay.
It looks weird when only 2 of us have it.
Mm-hmm.
This is more your guys' show anyway. It'd have been weird to get it and then quit in a month,
You were supposed to be the D, like where you had the 5 and the R.
Hey, my D's for me. You understand?
Don't know what that means.
Me either. Magenta's trying to check in on Daisy, but the Ivies, they just butt in. Icebox tells Daisy to head outside. Oh. Daisy's like, no, I want to apologize to Professor Graves. She's like, no, this is what we do. We take care of our girls. Go wait outside. But she doesn't apologize to Professor Graves. She just starts fucking flirting with him. And it's all just a ruse so she could find out about her internship status. Well, Icebox comes outside. The overly tanned Ivy girl with the really thin eyebrows and the pointy chin. She's not making very good aesthetic decisions, but she is
throughout the movie.
She has somehow been put in charge of Daisy's makeover. Mm-hmm. And that's what we get, a makeover montage. They hit up the local tourist boutiques. Did you guys notice that one of these stores was literally called Montage?
No.
Fuck.
So Daisy's an Ivy now. She's got the loan. She's got the new shirts and the sweet, versatile fucking weightlifting belt that just seems to go with every outfit.
Yeah, brother.
I love it.
Everyone is like, you look so different now. And it's like, not really. It's basically the same clothing and makeup and hair as before.
I kind of hate that belt doesn't have like rhinestone Daisy on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, that would have been rad as hell.
Mm-hmm. There's a smaller dude at my gym. He's small, but he works out a lot. But he has a custom white weightlifting belt that even, like, I've never seen him squat. I've never seen him do anything that requires the belt. But he wears that belt and like matching weightlifting gloves. And I want to say it's like it has his nickname kind of embroidered on it. I think it's like El Toro or something. It's pretty great. And he obviously is wearing massive lifts inside of his Jordans because you can see the heel of his foot almost sticking out of his shoe. And you might go, Bones, why are you paying so much attention to this guy all the time? Well, I will tell you this because the guy supersets on like 9 different machines. So
The most super of sets.
yeah, will basically just run around and spends half of his workout telling people that, no, I'm using that right now. So
That's how you dominate the gym, dude.
Were you mad whenever he came in and you were like, I guess I got to get rid of my belt that says El Bono?
no. I just said, you want to have a belt fight? And he said, never mind, you can have this machine. So that's what I thought.
You got a belt that says Bono on it, dude?
El Bono Loco.
You like U2 that much?
Yeah, dude.
You ever heard Joshua Tree? It'd change your fucking life.
No,
About to be
it won't.
Sunday Bloody Sunday in here, El Toro.
Album sucks, dude.
Daisy's out with the Ivies. They're getting some giant coffees. Blake approaches. Daisy's like, fuck this. She walks off. He chases her down, but she's now buying his BS. Daisy comes back into her room. She's got bags of new clothes, and Magenta is calling her out for changing her values and her looks just to be an Ivy. Tells Daisy to go ask them about Alexis Baldwin. Daisy's like, what, that girl that died? Magenta's like, yeah, she was my last roommate.
She was a cinematographer.
And Will called. Daisy calls Will back. He tells her that he's starting the foundation on my home, and I hope to have it done soon. Real sad.
Just put out a lot more grass seed. I don't know what this is all for.
Yep. Daisy's back to work with her new clothes and her new boots and her new belt.
Yeah,
And
brother.
Miss Graves takes her aside and says, oh, your application, it was looked at again, and turns out you're getting a full ride scholarship now. Holy shit, being an Ivy is awesome, dudes.
Mm-hmm.
She's not going to have to work here anymore, but Daisy's like, I'm not just the kind of person to quit in the middle of something unless it's my boyfriend Will. That I will quit. But this, I'm going to stick out. Will is the only thing I will continue to quit. But this, I'm going to do. And the dean, she's like, this would be awesome.
Will will always be there. I agree with you, girl.
I
You
love
go,
free
girl.
labor. Yep.
We should exploit Will for our benefit. Can we figure out a way to do that?
You see what I like about Will is that he doesn't wear any shirts, whereas my son has to wear 2 shirts.
That's how rich he is.
Mm-hmm.
Make Will give all of his shirts to my son.
Now, before she leaves, Daisy asks the dean about Alexis's death. Graves, she restates that it was just an accident, and then kind of under her breath, unless you've heard something to the contrary. All right, Blake gets a visit from Leah and our
Hey, we're getting a visit from a hustler car. Yeah, that's right.
Well, where'd you get
Folks.
those, dude?
Well, this is still the old ones, Crumb. We
Oh,
haven't
okay.
made our way through the new ones yet. Don't be giving out all the spoilers, baby. We got another 6 years of the show to do now. Vanilla.
Her name is Vanilla.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Vanilla. She's 36, 25, 36, 5'8", 120 pounds, and born in 1966. Hustler layout, July of 1988. This doll hails from French. Probably
What?
not France. It
Does it
says
say-
French. Yes. Possessed inland in the South Pacific, where her biggest complaint is that guys like to talk about sex more than actually doing it. For explicit one-on-one action with other girls, call 1-800-775-5885. Still active out there. And there's the back for you, boys.
Guys, I've gone into some serious financial debt on that hotline.
Dude,
Maybe you can get a job, like an internship or something. Maybe a job at a university to help pay this off.
I talked to Vanilla last night.
what'd she say?
I'm dying.
That would make sense.
Please help. I'm so old
Yeah,
now.
she's pushing 60.
Why'd you ask for me?
I figured vanilla was good because this is like a movie filled with white bitch problems.
Mm-hmm. All right. These two, they show up to get their exchange of goods and services, or passwords and services, rather, with Blake. I did like the little callback because he's cleaning his Porsche off. And I thought, oh, is this a callback to the first one? No.
The best one?
He probably just had some old spaghetti factory and shit all over the place.
So Leah, she takes the password bolts, and Blake's like, what the hell? She's like, well, if this password works, we'll be back. And I guess to sort of prove that the other girl's into it, they kind of make out for a little bit. And he's like, all right. But bad news, they go back and they check. Password's fucking incorrect, dude. Blake worked them when they thought they were working Blake. Time for plan B. All the Ivy
The
girls.
pill?
Yeah. I'm sure plan B's just like aspirin at this place.
Mm-hmm.
It's in the cafeteria, dude.
Yeah.
It's like a soft serve machine.
You just go to the nurse's office and
I want a vanilla plan B swirl.
you put a quarter in the machine and spin the little crank and get your plan B.
All the Ivy girls, they get a 911 text to return to the Ivy house ASAP. Turns out there's a goddamn sex tape of Daisy and Blake.
Holy shit. And gentlemen, guess what I got? I got a sex tape quiz for you tonight.
What?
Yeah. Are you ready? Now, you guys can both do this together if you want. Do you want to do that, or do you want to compete?
Let's do it together, Kron.
Okay.
All right.
With our powers combined, I
Yeah.
think we can.
Yeah.
With our
Let's-
kinks combined, we can probably cover
Let's
this
just
one.
make that the new rule. Let's just avoid competition.
I think it'll work better that way anyway.
Kron, I will
Gentlemen-
fill in your gap any day.
Mhm.
With this sex tape quiz, I have a list of celebrities, and all you have to tell me is if they had a sex tape or not.
Well, you mean sex tape like revealed or leaked?
Where you could get on the internet and look it up and watch it.
Okay. Because we all have sex tapes.
Yeah. Everybody likes to smell their own shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, what do you think we were doing to those in-person records?
Dan, you smelling your own shit does not count as a sex tape, by the way. Please quit sending it.
I knew Kron would be into
Don't-
that.
Okay,
be
well,
so quick,
it doesn't
Bo.
need to be on the fucking group chat then. All right?
The
Scat chat.
like the close up of it under my fingernail, like
Brutal.
yeah, I know he's in that.
Yeah.
Dan, Bones not watching it, or Bones watching it and hating it, it's kind of part of it for me, so keep sending them in the group chat.
All right, guys. I'll list a celebrity's name. You tell me true or false. True for yes, they have a sex tape. False for not. Starting with Flava Flav.
Oh. I didn't expect guys to be on this list.
We're well-rounded here.
I think it's more whether or not he's wearing the clock. Like, I believe that he has one. Like, it's such a weird one to put up top.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to know if he's wearing the clock in it.
I would verge on he's got one.
Yeah.
So you guys are saying true Flavor Flav has a sex tape.
Sure.
Yes.
False. Never happened.
Damn it.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah. Good job, Flava. All right.
He's got a fucking shelf of VHS tapes, though.
I'm sure he's got some iPhones filled with, yeah. All right. Our next celebrity would be WWF superstar Chyna.
Oh, absolutely. 100%.
Our Bones?
Karan seemed pretty adamant, so yeah.
Yes, that is true. She does have a sex tape. One Night in China.
Guess that makes one of us that's seen part of that.
I've seen that one. She does have sex with X-Pac or the 123 Kid, however you prefer your WWF or E.
Does he say suck it?
He might.
Crotch chops her.
All right, Bones, coming right down your alley with question number 3 from St. Louis, Missouri, the one and only Nelly.
I don't know. Kron, do you think Flava Flav was a...
I don't know. I guess I'm leaning no, just because I can't think of one, but doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
But he's so adamant to tell people that it's so hot in here, so take off all your clothes. Sure.
All right, we'll go with yes, Dan.
You guys are correct. There was an Instagram live that did premiere of Nelly getting some top, and he did apologize for that. So, not necessarily a sex tape. Yeah, it just went live, and he apologized. But you shouldn't have, brother. All right, guys.
Yeah, don't apologize for that. Apologize for playing the inauguration.
Yeah, I get fucking, dude.
Yeah.
All right, so we got 2 right here. Our next celebrity, Madonna.
I'm going to go with no.
Bones, what are we thinking here?
I don't know. She's gotten a little crazy in the last few years, right?
Yeah, but I feel like Dean's trying to make it so... Like, that seems like an obvious yes.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know, so I'll go with you. Yeah. No.
All right, we're locking in no.
So your answer is false. You are correct, gentlemen.
Good job,
Never a
Kron.
sex tape. Our next celebrity would be 5DR's own Tila Tequila.
Yeah.
Yeah, that feels like a yes.
That's a big yes, gentlemen. You are correct. Yeah, you guys are really good at your sex tape knowledge so far. Checking in here with the first 5. That is, you guys got 4 correct out of these. Our next celebrity would be world famous basketball player Dennis Rodman. Riveting. He's a weird man. Great defensive player. Has a lot of rings.
I kind of want to lean yes on this, but I mean, he dated Madonna, right?
That is true.
And Carmen Electra.
Mm-hmm.
And married himself, yes.
I kind of want to say yes, but I don't know. What are you thinking, Bones?
I don't know. Listen, it's hard when these are so famous. It's hard to get away from them, you know, because they just even fucking Google News will be like so and so combating whatever. Yeah,
I mean, he's the rod man, you know.
Yeah, it's like a letdown if he doesn't. Is what you're saying. Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
Well, gentlemen, prepare to be let down because that is false. He's never had a sex tape.
Guy went to North Korea and he's not hanging hog on film.
Guys, with arms wide open, does Scott Stapp have a sex tape?
Bones, this is a yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is correct, gentlemen. Yes, Scott Stapp does have a sex tape. It's good to be king.
Was he
Look
6
that
minutes from edging?
Wasn't he just getting... I feel like his is just like a blowjob video, too. I don't know if he's
What's wrong with that?
No, I'm not saying it. Like,
Have you seen this?
You want a sex tape to be penetration?
no, it's just... Dan brought it up with the Nelly thing, and I think that's what this one is as well. I don't know. I feel like I might have seen this.
Do you happen to know who he was with in that sex tape?
No.
Like who's
Who's
blowing
with
him?
No. There's another celebrity
Oh,
with him.
I do know this, I think. Isn't it Kid Rock?
Yes, that is correct, Karan. Oh my God, dude.
What the fuck?
You
Give us a
nerdy
bonus
dog.
point. Give us a
Yeah,
bonus
that's a
point.
bonus,
dude.
I guess. Yeah, you got. I'll put 2 yeses
All right.
on that one.
Thank you for your perversion, Kron.
Hey. We're getting into my wheelhouse with this quiz, dude.
So you won't say this one was rigged?
Nah, this is a fair game.
All right, guys. Our next celebrity would be Mr. Fred Durst, the director of The Fanatic and a little band called Limp Bizkit.
I think so, Kron, because I think I saw an interview around one of the times, like one of his, you know, they had those large gaps between like their last records.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like seeing an interview, I don't know if it was around Gold Cobra or whatever, where he was like dealing with that.
I don't know with this one, so I'm just going to go with Bones.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, you are correct with Fred Durst. Yes, he did have a sex tape. Gawker, I believe, threatened to release it, and he sued him for like $60 million. It's not the first time Gawker is getting.
So did it come out or no?
I don't think it did. I think they
Oh.
paid up, and I think you can still see it, though. I'm sure if you dig deep enough. You can't see me, but can you see him? Our next guy is John Cena.
I want
that
it to
I'm-
be no.
I'm not aware of one. I'm going to lean no, too.
You guys are correct. John Cena, his sex tape has not appeared yet.
He did go... Have you seen that clip of him talking about... They like ask a panel what their guilty pleasure movies are?
What was his?
Well, it's like whoever answers, Cena is like, that's not a guilty pleasure. And then I think he says like Behind the Green Door or something, and they look it up and it's like a 1970s porno. And he's like, yeah, that's a guilty pleasure. Like that's, you can't just name a real movie. He's like, that's what this should be.
Gentlemen, throw a chair at your sister, Jerry Springer.
I mean, for karmic purposes, I want to say yeah.
We'll go with yeah.
Wrong, guys. Jerry Springer's never had a sex tape.
Damn it.
But Steve did.
I mean, probably. Didn't he get like arrested and shit? That
Probably.
might have been somebody else.
He had his own show for a minute.
Yeah. Guys, we all serve the knights in Satan's service. Mr. Gene Simmons.
I think so because Fred Armisen's SNL impression, I think, was largely based off that. I'm going to say yeah.
I'll go with Bones.
Bones' Kiss knowledge is solid, yes. Gene Simmons does have a sex tape.
Beth, I see you coming.
When I'm done with this,
But I can't let you squirt right now.
At one of those stores we went to in St. Louis, I thought about getting the DVD of Detroit Rock City.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Oh, man.
I didn't grab it though.
Oh,
I've never seen
man.
it, but it like I don't know if that's gotten a Blu-ray release.
Oh, no. Oh, man.
I'm just going through the emotions till I'm old enough to drop out.
Did we tell the story about the guy getting ready for record store day?
No, we didn't.
No.
Oh, man.
Oh man, that stuff I don't even want to talk about that.
Now you're asking me things I don't even know about.
Move the fucking cabinet.
So
Move it.
we go to this record shop / like head shop. I think these two guys run to the records, hit specific spots where they were maybe trying to track something down. I'm meandering around. And then eventually the one guy who was working there, just under his breath, and jump in with your guys' perceptions, is like, just, oh man, oh no, oh man, just panicking to himself. Then a AT&T internet or phone service rep comes in and starts asking this guy about their service. And
This was the best part of it to me because he was like, "Do you have a phone here?" I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Just the one?" And he was like, "I think." He's like,
yeah, and this kid just keeps like pushing him, and he's like, "Man, I don't know. I got a record store day tomorrow. I'm trying to get ready for it. You're asking me stuff. I don't have time for this, man." And then the whole time I'm just like fake looking at the DVDs just so I can listen to this behind me. And then I think the owner or maybe the manager of the store comes in, and there's two girls that are trying to buy pipes or something.
yeah, trying to buy like a weed pipe over there.
And then the lady that's the manager, her and the guy kind of start getting into it because she's telling him to do something. And I think he says, "I think you're just making it harder than it needs to be. Just do it."
And then he starts like trying to move a whole fucking shelf
Thing full of CDs.
yeah.
I was gone before this. I had to piss, so.
Yeah, you went to At Home. And yeah, by this point I was like, this isn't even fun anymore. This is just getting sad. And Kron, you went to the At Home to pee as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was walking in as Dan was walking out.
Okay.
Hopefully he got through record store day.
I don't know if he did,
Oh,
dude.
man.
He sounded defeated the day before. Oh, man.
Hopefully he called in that morning.
Now you're asking me about stuff I don't even want to talk about right now.
All right, Dan, we got more?
Yeah, we got a few more.
Okay.
Our next celebrity failed to knock out one of the Paul brothers, Mike Tyson. What do you think?
I'm going to go with no. This seems like a should be yes.
Yeah, let's go no.
Gentlemen, you are correct. Mike Tyson does not have a sex tape. All right, let's not figure skate around the bush. Tanya Harding is our next one. She's a figure skater.
I know she is.
All right, just double checking.
What was the name of the lady in Jersey, early 90s, like tried to kill the wife or did kill the wife of her lover? I think she's referenced in Addams Family Values. She has like one of those serial killer cards. Amy something.
I don't know.
Somebody's screaming into their phone right now. I'm sure. Cut to 4 weeks from now when we get the Discord alert. I always get that lady and Tanya Harding confused when I hear their names.
Nancy Kerrigan?
No, Nancy Kerrigan's.
That's
she
the
was at
lady
the
whose
inn
knee
who got hit.
bashed in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amy something.
Smart?
No.
No, that's
She has sex with Jason Statham on a
Is
horse
it the one
race.
that killed the roommate in like France?
No, this is way earlier than that. I want to say it was like Bonaducci, but that's not it. It's like she like went to this guy's house and killed his wife. And it was like around the same time as the dude that got his schlong cut off.
That's Lorraine Bobbitt.
Yeah.
I know that one.
Okay. Tanya, I'm going to
I
say
was
Tanya
horrified.
Harding. I know Tanya Harding. Didn't she get into like celebrity boxing and shit too?
Yeah, she did
I
do
think she was
celebrity
pretty good.
boxing.
I'm going to say yeah, she does.
I'll go with Bones. I don't have any evidence to the
I
contrary.
can't remember if they mention it in I, Tanya at all, but sure. Let's say yeah.
Gentlemen, you guys are right. Produced by Hustler.
Whoa.
Oh, that's an official production. That doesn't count.
We gotta get it. We gotta cover it on the show, dude.
Gentlemen, we got two more. Shock rocker Marilyn Manson.
Oh, is it a video of him blowing himself?
You wish.
Not recently.
Yeah, you got the ribs back.
Yeah. I'm going to say no.
Two added.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no.
Gentlemen, you are correct. Marilyn Manson's sex tapes have not surfaced yet, but I'm sure they're out there.
Please put out the self-suck video already.
Last but not least, great actor here, Colin Farrell.
We've had two no's in a row.
I'm going to go yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go yes.
That is true, gentlemen. Colin Farrell does have a sex tape with a supermodel, of course. You guys did pretty good here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for the Scott Stapp. Kron, you dirty dog. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 right. Whew. You guys killed this one.
Damn, dude. You're going to get that internship.
Yeah, the Hustler.
Well, thanks
All
for
right.
that, Dan. That was a pleasant
that concludes
surprise.
my celebrity sex tape quiz.
All right. Well, speaking of sex tapes and what prompted this whole thing, I'm sure, we see Daisy and Blake getting hooked up or hooking up. Daisy's embarrassed. She storms off. She just wants this whole thing to be dropped. She's like, I don't want this to just keep going. I'm going to move on. But Icebox is like, You mess with an Ivy, you mess with all of us. Someone throws eggs at your house, you burn theirs down. Mm-hmm. And that means even more right now, given that, it's $10 a dozen.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
Yeah, I mean,
Unless you're, I don't know, using them for Easter egg hunts.
Yeah, Dan's been dyeing real eggs all day.
Not me. It's my parents.
The eggs and the dye, you're $80 in, dude.
Yeah, dude. You should crack those bad boys, actually use them, and then just maybe super glue them or scotch tape them.
My mom will make deviled eggs out of them for this Sunday dinner. Whenever we celebrate the return of jihad or whatever
They're not,
it is, I don't know.
Interesting, they're not angel eggs.
Is Easter the worst? Like one.
It's pretty lame.
The worst holiday, right? I can't stand it. You got the Christians walking down the street with their fucking dresses on, putting shit on my door, and I haven't seen you all year. Like, the Mormons are here, but you're not.
I mean,
I got the people outside driving today, had the fucking crosses, the PVC pipe crosses and shit. It's just like, what are we doing here?
It's all right when you're little because it's just like, oh, you get to go do an Easter egg hunt. That's fun.
Just aesthetically, though, as a child, the pastels and stuff just always bothered me, you know?
Terrible colors.
Yeah.
They really are. I used to work for a supply, and we used to supply the head office with all their stuff. And the secretaries up there would get so angry because they would order the pastel colors like around Easter for like their Post-its, and we just get them plain yellow because it was the cheapest. Oh man, they would get so fucking mad at us. This is not what I ordered.
How many Post-its are you going through that you've got seasonal?
Yeah, you have seasonal options that you have to pursue.
The other guy works, it's like every year, dude, they'll tell this fucking head boss about this, and we'll get a call.
Well, the Ivies, they go fucking loco, dude. They put on their darkest jackets and their eyeliner, and they got a night op. They set fucking Blake's Porsche on fire. But Daisy, she's like, this is too much.
This scene influenced me to light a Tesla on fire in my home city.
That's what inspired you?
Yeah, dude. This
was the breaking point?
I don't follow news at all, but I was just like, looks fun as hell to burn a car.
Well, I burned mine a year and a half ago when Elon slipped into my DMs and asked me if he could impregnate me. I was like, dude, I know you're supposed to be smartest man on the planet, but I don't think you understand biology.
Bones,
I do, but you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm top rank in Diablo 4.
Yeah.
Have you seen all the videos where they're like, he's faking it?
Yes.
He's not good at Diablo.
Oh, it's Path of
I
Exile,
read
I think, right?
Yeah.
I think it's that and Diablo. Like at one point he said he was the #1 ranked Diablo 4 player.
Oh, okay. I know that video of him trying to play and then just getting trolled by people in the chat is pretty fucking funny.
I think there was one with Diablo where he was playing, but it's like a bunch of clicks and like keyboard sounds. And there was some guy that was like, I'm number 12 at Diablo and you don't need to be doing all that on the keyboard. Like, he's like, that's not real play.
All right. This porch is
debunked.
Yeah, this Porsche is toast. Next day of class. Icebox, she's scolding Daisy. She's like, this shit is ride or die for life. You don't ever cross your sisters. Now, Blake confronts Daisy, and he's back to two-shirt mode, so it's fucking serious.
Mm-hmm.
He knows that Icebox was responsible for the car burning. And he says, listen, I know nothing about the sex video. All right. At the Ivy house, Icebox is trying to enjoy some pool time when Leather Chin, she comes over to inform her. She's like, my dad just had dinner with a senator yesterday, and the internship came up, and I know who got it. And Icebox is like, fucking tell me. She's like, listen, it's not Daisy, but it's also not you. It's fucking Magenta.
What the fuck?
Whoa.
Good for her.
This is a huge problem.
Yeah. And Blake, or Icebox rather, she's like, fucking Blake. She played us the whole time. The Graves have declared war on the Ivies. Icebox goes to Daisy's dorm room. She's got her own big belt. She starts really manipulating Daisy. She's like, hey, I'm behind the loan, okay? You being an Ivy is why you're here now. And she also knows about this sweet boy working in a grass field named Will. All right? Are you an Ivy or not?
We have a sniper trained on Will right now.
He's in a ghillie suit. Mm-hmm. It's like clear and present danger. He's right
so
up on his ass. He's eating cheeseburgers.
It's so easy with all the grass.
Yeah.
There's someone in that grassy knoll.
Mm-hmm.
All right. She tells Daisy, if you're in, you got to prove it. Cut to that night. Daisy's on the phone with Icebox. Icebox is guiding her through the campus. Daisy is just in what we see, like a black trench coat. Icebox is telling her, go to the admin building. Go into this janitor's closet. Take off your jacket. She's like, what the fuck? She's like, I fucking told you, Ivy. Listen. All right. So she strips down to her unmentionables. She starts creeping through this hallway. And Icebox is like, all right, go in that office. And she says, what the hell? That's Professor Graves' office. And she's like, yeah, I know. He's in trouble, so he's not at home tonight. You're going to go in there. You're going to put the moves on him. And Daisy's like, nah, fuck that. Hangs up and bolts.
Well, and he's doing like 1 a.m. paperwork in his office.
Mm-hmm. But I think he's just crashing there. They mentioned that they're on the outs right now.
You think
I mean,
chick from Seventh Heaven's fucking, bro?
Yeah.
She's not.
So if he's there, he may as well do some work, you know?
I mean, I get it. It's like you're on the outs, but what? I mean, show him laying on a couch watching a phone fucking 2 inches from his face.
It's 08, bro. You're not watching anything on your phone.
Yeah. You're playing Snake.
Mm-hmm.
You're trying to fucking pop that collar back from under your shirt that you're wearing.
He's trying out his son style. Well, Icebox, fuck. If you want something done right, you got to do it yourself. Cut to her slipping into Graves' office. She's got the same outfit on. She pulls out all the moves. Poor Professor Graves, he resists as much as he can. He gets so close to the goddamn door. But nope. The other head wins. They start making out. Cut to them. Cowgirl on the desk. There's this little nautical globe compass thing on his desk. Icebox grabs him by the head, kind of pulls him in, and then slams him down on that thing. Fucking dead. Your son was better. Brutal.
What do they gain from killing this guy at this point?
Well, they declared war.
So it's just like revenge.
Yeah. They're getting revenge on... I mean, why am I having to explain this to you, of all people?
Well, it's just... It's not like they can change the scholarship. So it's like, why even go to the trouble to kill this guy at this point?
Well, she's pissed about the internship.
Mm-hmm.
And the original intention was to have Daisy's fingerprints all over it. So maybe Daisy wouldn't have killed him, but they would have had this leverage, to blackmail him or do whatever. But now that Daisy's fingerprints are all over the place And she is, Icebox is wearing gloves during this whole interaction. So killing this guy is just like extra fuck you. And then she could potentially, put it on Daisy.
All right.
All right, outside we got this crowd formed around the building. This fucking Jason Mraz looking dude tells Daisy, I think there was a murder. I think it was Professor Graves. The next day at school, this detective comes up, starts interviewing Daisy. Basically like, you know nothing about Blake's car being blown up. We know you work for Mrs. Graves. We know you're in Mr. Graves' class. We know that there was a sex tape on the internet, and Daisy's like, I don't know anything about this, blah, blah, blah. The detective's like, we're going to go over that place. We're going to find something. Magenta finally confronts Daisy, and she's like, listen, this whole thing, it's got the mark of the Ivies, all right? You got to wake up. You're sleeping with the wolves. So Daisy calls Icebox. Icebox says, it wasn't me, bitch. Your fingerprints are all over that place. Daisy finally removes. She just now figures out where the camera was in her room in the vent and takes it out. Blake shows up, obviously all sad about his dad. He's only in one shirt mode. And again, he's like, it wasn't you, right? She's like, no. She wants to go to the police, but Blake's like, you can't, all right? And it's revealed that his mom is an Ivy, because if this gets to the cops, she's just going to be in a position where she's going to have to cover this whole thing up. And Blake tells Daisy, hey, you were specifically handpicked to clean up the Ivies, all right? This is a $1 billion organization with people connected in all these high places. Daisy can't believe it. Everybody used me. Well, fuck that. I've learned one thing from the Ivies. Someone eggs your house, you burn theirs down. Daisy shows up to the Ivy house in tears. I'm scared. I'm so sorry. Alexis was like you, Daisy, says Icebox as they're hugging. She turned her back. We had to take care of her. Daisy, she's got what she needed. She reveals that she had a tape recorder the whole fucking time. And these babes start to brawl. Daisy's throwing books. Icebox is pulling these like rapiers, like fencing swords off the wall.
Sure.
Chucking them at her. They're going back and forth. Daisy finally gets outside. She gets right next to the pool. Icebox tackles her. You gotta love that she's remembering those little Giants moves. Mm-hmm. Right into the pool.
This is also where Dan thinks someone got drowned in the movie.
Yeah. It was a really good crunch wrap.
Mm-hmm. I get it.
And he's probably, I would say on his second watch, he's still working on the sex tape quiz.
Well, we can't rule out that Dan got a second crunch wrap and stopped paying attention to this part of the movie.
We were not there. All right.
We ordering Taco Bell?
Icebox.
Oh, I would fucking kill it right now, dude.
Oh, I've got I got a PB&J with my name on it once this is done. I made it during the pee break. So when a PB&J sat for a while and it's just a little
Get that
soggy.
Jelly soaks into the bread.
Oh, yeah. So when Dan was like, I got a sex tape quiz, I was like, cool, fuck. All right.
It's only going to make it better.
Yeah. All right. Inside this pool, girls going at it. Icebox, she's got Daisy held down. She's trying to drown her. The tan girl, she's like, this has gone way too fucking far. She runs off. She finds Miss Graves and the detective, asks them for help. Now, Daisy, she's smart with this. She plays dead. She makes Azalea or Icebox think that she's done, just kind of goes limp. And then Icebox starts looking around for the tape recorder. Where the hell is this fucking thing? Well, when she's got her back turned, Daisy comes up, grabs her head, smashes her into the fucking pool ladder. She's knocked out. The help arrives. They get her out of the pool. They pull Leah up. They say they got a pulse. And Daisy reveals that she has her tape recorder.
I mean, it's probably good. You aren't getting charged for manslaughter, you know?
I mean, you could also argue fucking self-defense. I mean...
She did kill Graves.
Yeah. Daisy's ranch. Will is unloading some lumber. Daisy's...
Where'd she come from?
Yeah, for what purpose? Who knows?
He's got to work on the fence. These were... I'm pretty sure these were fencing poles.
I have to protect my grass.
Yeah. You don't want fucking Yellowstone cattle herds to fucking roll through. I mean, when that whole fucking standoff with that dude and his son all about like land rights and them not allowed to...
Oh, yeah. What was that?
In Oregon?
Yeah, it's a name where like if I heard it, I'd be like, oh.
It starts with like a B, like the Brandies or some shit.
Anyway. Daisy shows up. She surprises him. Daisy's ranch. People will laugh. And he's like, yeah, they already did. And he notices her new tattoo. But it's a daisy now. That was Poison Ivy 4. Nay, Poison Ivy, The Secret Society.
The Bundy standoff?
Yeah, that was it.
That's close. I said Brady.
I feel like there was another one, though, where, like, they shot a lady.
That was January 6th.
No, it was another, like, you can't be on our land, and, you know, like a whole thing like that.
Oh, you're thinking of The Rage.
Yeah, that's it.
Like Carrie 2?
When they shot that kid because the dog got away.
Mm-hmm.
Carrie 2, is Carrie, I think I've asked this before, is Carrie 2 the one that ends with the pool?
I think so.
The kid from Home Improvement getting a spear to the nuts or something?
Did he just recently get arrested?
Yeah.
For being like a fucking meth head?
Zachary Crime Bryan.
Gentlemen, Poison Ivy, The Secret Society, 2008, directed by Jason Herino. Letterboxd user rating of 2.5.
This has a higher Letterboxd average than Poison Ivy 3.
It was released July 27th of 2008. Had an estimated budget of $1.9 million. No box office. At the cinema that month, you could catch Hellboy 2, Step Brothers,
The Golden
Hancock, and a little movie called The Dark Knight.
Well, I know where we were.
I think we watched...
I had my hand on my cock.
I think we watched all those in the movie theater, actually. I did. I know that.
You watched Hancock in the theater, dude?
Yeah. I might have watched it with Bones, maybe.
It's 60% an awesome movie.
I couldn't tell you. I know there's
What?
a train.
I at least went to go see The Dark Knight with you.
Yeah, you rolled with us down to the IMAX I didn't book and didn't know. Just terrible. Thanks, Branson. Nothing.
Could have left and seen Shoji Tabuchi, dude.
What's his name?
Yakov Smirnoff.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Yeah, nothing else on this, man. I think the trivia was just a little like, oh, their motto means to grow with health or something, and just nothing there. So there you go. That's all I got.
I don't know about you guys. I didn't hate this. I think I'm going to put this with Poison Ivy 1 in terms of ranking. I think I gave that a 2.5. I think that's what this gets. I would give it some credit. I think the Ivy League secret society thing isn't a terrible idea. It sort of only being connected in name alone, the Daisy and Azalea thing isn't super cringe enough for me to be upset at. It's just a generic secret society girl gets mixed up with whatever. It's just a standard story that felt like, oh, this, you just change a name and this could be Poison Ivy 4 in a way. There's sex in it, but it's not sexy at all. That's probably its biggest hiccup in terms of its connection to the franchise. Performances are fine. Script's fine. It's an ugly movie, but it's at least coherent. So it's a 2.5 for Bones. I will say it'd be the bottom of my ranking.
Wow, fair enough. I don't know, man. I think Poison Ivy's 1 through 3 are much better than this movie. I do agree that there's probably a good movie in here somewhere. Like, there's a good idea of, let's put it in a college. Let's kind of have this skull and bones angle to it all. I think there could have been a cohesive, fun movie in here, but the version we got is not that. I think the movie, it's a huge step down in quality. This looks like it should be a porno, but it isn't. I don't know. I mean, I think the story we got is pretty bad. I don't think the performances are all that good. Like, they're all just, like, everything's pretty mediocre in this. I don't know. I think this is by far the worst one. I'm honestly like a 1.5 on this thing. I don't think it's very good at all. It was a slog to get through, even watching it with you guys. Like, us being there together, I mean, we were cracking off jokes, but it was just like, by the time you get to 40 minutes, it's like, fucking in this movie. God damn, what are we doing here? I don't know. I think 1 through 3 are a lot better. 1.5.
I'll agree with Karan. We were all present for this viewing and we cracked jokes. And when it came to rewatch this, I was like, I don't remember like a lot of the shit that went on. Performances were pretty bad. We've seen this story how many fucking times a year? 200 movies a year have this same plot. I'll echo Bones. I agree. I think the University Ivy thing could probably be a good idea with somebody more money and a better director. This really feels like somebody at the CW was like, I want to see some tits. And this is what happened. The fashion is fucking horrid. I don't know. It's really weird. You learn that it was all shot in Canada and you're like, okay, I can see that. I'm a 1.0.
Damn.
My official rank is 3124. That's how I am. So I don't know. Yeah, 1.0. This was, I watched it today and I was like, fuck. I didn't think I was going to make it through, but I did.
You guys making me feel really fucking forgiving. but
Poison Ivy 4 would have an average score from the three of us of 1.67. This bad boy would end up at number 164 on the big list. This is before I've accounted for our in-person records, so could change. But currently, this would be right below Puppet Master 4 and right above MXP, Most Extreme Primate.
wow. I'm just looking at PI 3. I thought I gave it a 3. Kron, you and I gave it a 2.5. Dan, a 3.
Mm-hmm.
So the only one that I think, I didn't rate a 2.5 is Poison Ivy 2, which I will tell you is my number one, and there is a huge gap. And then I think 3 just slightly edges out 1. That's a pretty close. And then there's not that big of a gap. And then there's 4.
I mean, I couldn't agree more with what Bones said. 2, put it at the very tippy top of this Poison Ivy list. Far below that, you would have 3 and 1. And way far below that, you would have 4.
But that's another box set.
We
did it.
Yeah. If you listened to the in-person Reign of Fire after show fiasco, you know what's coming up. Let's throw it over to Kron to remind us.
Oh, man, guys, do we have a category? We're back. I mean, I'm not going to say it's puppets 100%. It's little bad guys. Small little people, well, not little people, small little things causing mischief. It's going to be a fun time. Our first selection is Rumpelstiltskin. That's what you will hear next week on the 5 Day Rentals podcast. Bones has already threatened to quit. Don't worry, he'll be back for the next puppet category.
Won't there be somebody else back as well?
I mean, I haven't 100% confirmed dates, but I do think we're going to have Chris from Mount Molehill and Dead Formats on the show. He seemed amped as hell to talk about Rumpelstiltskin, so looking forward to having him.
Yeah, should be a good time.
Challenge to you guys. Can you make the loaded weapon connection with Rumpelstiltskin? Yep.
Take a look. I've watched it 3 times, so in the last 3 weeks.
That's Loaded Weapon 1. You haven't watched Rumpelstiltskin at all.
Yeah. I'd rather watch Loaded Weapon again.
All right. Come back next week. One Night Under the Big Top. Little Bad Guys. One more box set on the shelf for Kron Howard, for Laundry Dan. I have been Bones. And I'll just tell you that one shirt is enough.
Crash and burn.
You're a 5DR boy now. Act like it.